Hi. Okay, so we're ready to put our beak on a bird and then tidy him up and hopefully finish him up, and then you can be done your bird. Um, all right, let's do it. All right, so I've got my little piece of yellow here, and all I'm gonna do. There's lots of ways you can make beaks on birds. One way I like to do it is wrap it around the end of a skewer and kind of felt around it, but that takes a little bit of practice, so I'm just going to do it this way. So all I'm doing is twisting it into a nice little rope. And then, so just twisting. And then I'm going to fold it, a little rope, so folding it. And then I'm going to twist it some more. And then I'm going to fold it again. Twist it. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to don't try not to put it on your mat because it'll get this something this little, it might get fuzzy. Be very careful when you do this, but put it between your fingers and then very gently just poke it with your needle on the ends just to get the little bits tucked in. Okay. So now you've kind of got some folded parts like that. And then I'm just going to make a little beak like that. So I'm just folding it again and shaping the beak. So then I'm going to place the beak where I want it to go. Now it's going to look really big, but so you're going to place it on the bird so its beak is wide open. Hope you can see that. Now I'm going to take my needle and I'm just going to go in the center, right where the beak is going to attach, and I'm going to attach it to the face. Now this is where you get to kind of be creative. Try and figure out the shape that you want of your beak. You could have it open like that, but that'd be more of a baby bird look. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna pinch it close like that. And I'm going to then attach the corners to the face. And do the same on that side. Okay, so you just taken a little twisted piece of wool and turned it into a beak. So now you're just looking at it. Just want to clean up the edges, so tucking a bit of the wool into the center. Okay, and then you can pinch the beak. So just pinch it with your hands, and then poke it with the needle. Pinch it, shape it. Pinch it. Alright, and there you have it. A little beak on the bird. And of course, just go along and fine tune it exactly how you want. Okay, and then now let's deal with this tail. So I've got this extra little bit. I don't know what you have ended up with, but I don't like this end bit. So I'm going to tidy that up a bit first. I'm just going to take my needle and go around and just kind of almost square off the end. So it's nice and straight edge on top there. Okay, so it's getting a little more square on the end. Now I think because I have this bit of tail on the end, I'm gonna, and I don't want it to be all like fuzzy, so I'm gonna tuck this in so that we end up with a little bit of an overhang. And all I'm gonna do is just tuck it like that, and then I'm gonna felt the end into underneath the green. I didn't really plan to do that, it just kind of happened. I had so much hanging off the end, so you are more than welcome to do that if you have it, or just snip it right off at the green here so that it ends much like this one does. And I think that's kind of pretty. Makes a little bit of a pretty tail feathers. I'm just tidying them up. You can put it on your foam. It might make it a little fuzzy. I find the foam isn't the best for finishing, but it's just because I don't really like it to be fuzzy. But you can see how it is a little bit fuzzy, but then this is where I kind of take my scissors and kind of just tidy it up. I'm not actually cutting into the felted wool, I'm just trimming any fuzzy bits right off the very end. Okay, so now we have this. You can leave your bird this kind of shape if you like, but I think it's super adorable if it's shaped more like this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pinch, careful of your beak, hold down the head, and then just squish the tail in like that. More than you want it to, because it's not going to totally go. Then we're going to take our needle and we're going to poke it in the bum. So right where it's folded, and we're just going to go really deep. Quite deep. And this one you'll want to use your 38 needle, or the darker needle. Okay, so now you can let go and kind of get a sense. It's pretty squished, but that's okay. It'll relax a little bit. And there, it's kind of coming up. So then I know that I want to just keep going with it. Your wings will kind of misshapen, but we'll just fix those up afterwards. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing that on either side. So he's kind of got a little more character, I think. So now that we've got it like that, I want to make sure my bottom is a little flat, so I'm just going to give it a little poke. That just helps the bird sit a little. You can get real fancy and make feet, but I think as a beginner we're just going to keep it so that it's sitting on its body like that. Okay? And now we're just going to take the needle and just fix up the wings because we bent the body a bit. So I'm kind of not, mine's not holding shape that well, so I'm just going to give it a little more bend and poke. Okay, now I'm going to shape my wings a bit better. Just going around cleaning them up. Okay. Same with on the back, the blue. Kind of puffed it up a little bit, so I'm just going along and cleaning it up. Okay. So, there we go. This is our bird. It's coming together. Can't wait to see what you guys do with yours. I really, really hope you share some pictures with me and just share some feedback with me. In fact, if you really like doing this and you want to give it a try, and you want to give me some feedback to help me out in my next videos, what I can do to improve, to help go better, maybe get a new webcam. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll, in exchange for giving me some feedback, I'll give you a discount on the next kit or tutorial if you want to try a different kit. Okay, so there we go. There's our little bird. Let's see. He's very cute. How about yours? See, now I can see like there's a little bit of unevenness there. This is where I would just go along and just kind of poke in some parts that puff out a little. Make it a little more symmetrical. Okay, so now let's take our little nest that we made and our little eggs, and you can put your little bird in there. You can have him resting on the branch. Put him in a little windowsill. It's a really nice, cheery spring art piece. Little gift you can make for people. Now, this can be a toy, but as you can see, it's a little bit fragile. So it would be more for an older child, and it would be definitely more light play. If I gave it to my daughter, who's 2, she would squish it. Because that's what she does whenever she gets a hold of any of my needle felting stuff. She squishes stuff. So anyway, yeah, you can, but you know, easily wreck it if it was played with too hard. But you can also, you have the needles now, so you can go along and fix it up. Some of the needle felting I've done for my daughter, I just let her play with it, and every once in a while I just take a needle and fix it up, and it's no problem. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed making this, and I really hope it worked out for you. And yeah, thanks for playing along with me.